Hello everyone, and welcome to the Missouri School Boards Association's Board Report for the month of September. We thank you for the opportunity to share some news and information during a few minutes of your board meeting. We begin with a look at the issue of Missouri school districts struggling to comply with the federal government's school nutrition law. The current law, known as the Healthy, Hunger-Free Kids Act, imposes new responsibilities on school districts without sufficient federal funding and resources. Some provisions of the law are forcing districts to redirect money from elsewhere in the district to the school food services program or shift additional costs to students and their families. Some food service directors are worried that higher costs to families and some of the new nutrition requirements are resulting in fewer students participating in the school lunch program. Deputy Undersecretary in the U.S. Department of Agriculture, Dr. Janie Thornton, visited Columbia recently to discuss these issues with food service directors, school administrators, and board members from districts throughout the state. She agrees dropping participation in the school lunch program is a problem.
One reason is that the meal pattern, kids may not like whatever it is, but often it's not because they don't like it, it's because they've never seen it. They do not know what it is. Kids may have never seen or heard of quinoa, even broccoli. I've been in schools that the children had never tasted broccoli. So we talked about little sample taste tests and how we could encourage, particularly middle school kids, have some high school sports folks go in and talk about why it's important to eat healthy. And it's amazing, kids working with kids, what a difference that would make.
Dr. Thornton's meeting was arranged by MSBA in cooperation with Congresswoman Vicki Hartzler's office. MSBA and the National School Boards Association are supporting legislation now pending in Congress that would restore local flexibility and authority to school districts struggling to comply with the provisions of the current child nutrition law. Missouri voters will be deciding in November on a proposed constitutional amendment that would make significant changes in the way teachers are evaluated and employed in Missouri. The measure is known as Amendment 3 and is being supported by organizations funded by billionaire Rex Singfield. The proposal is a state mandate that shifts local control away from parents, teachers, administrators, and school boards. The proposal requires districts to adopt and implement a new evaluation system for certified employees that must use student performance data as a factor in determining compensation. MSBA staff attorney Scott Summers says the measure may very well prevent school boards from hiring, promoting, compensating, or dismissing teachers for violating board policy.
The current tenure law allows for termination of a tenured teacher for failure to follow board policy. If you notice, in the new law, that's not there. We think that insubordination under the new law would encompass that failure to follow board policy. However, we're not really sure.
MSBA and many other education groups in the state strongly oppose Amendment 3. It will appear on the November 4th ballot. After nearly a decade of scoring at 21.6, Missouri graduates have raised their ACT composite score to 21.8, well above the national average of 21. Composite scores in each of the 4 ACT subject areas have increased over the past 5 years. Beginning in the current school year, a one-time administration of the ACT exam will be given to every Missouri 11th grader. The exam will be offered at no charge to the students and their families. Be sure to attend the MSBA Fall Regional Meeting in your area. The meetings will be held throughout late October and early November. This year's fall meetings will feature presentations from school districts in your area of the state, sharing ways they communicate with legislators or promote their school districts in their communities. Check the MSBA website for the date and location of the Fall Regional Meeting near you. The 2014-15 MSBA School Personnel Information Survey is now open. This survey collects information on the wages, salaries, and benefits of teachers and other school employees to help boards and administrators make fully informed personnel decisions. Last year, more than 380 school districts completed the survey. Make sure your district's information is included. MSBA member school districts that complete the survey by Friday, November 21st will receive free access to the data collected in a usable and sortable Excel format in time to make spring personnel decisions. That's it for this month's edition of the MSBA Board Report. Thanks for allowing us to have some time at your board meeting, and so long from Columbia.